So if you go on Google and search for the best places to live in the Portland metro area, you're going to get a wide variety of results. Maybe you're searching for the best places for schools, and someone else might be looking for the best places to live near a golf course. So the results for you is going to be very different for them. So in this video, I'm going to show all the best places to live across the entire Portland metro area that matches your individual requirements. Hi folks and welcome, I'm David Backholer and I'm a real estate broker based here in Portland, Oregon. Now as I said at the top of the video, today I want to focus on where the best places to live are no matter what your requirements are. So that could be the best places to live for families, the best places to retire, or even the best places with some spectacular views. Now before we dive into that, if you're considering moving to anywhere in the Portland metro area, do reach out to me. All of my contact details are down below, and also down below you'll find a link where you can schedule a Zoom call with me. Okay, so let's kick things off and talk about the best places to live with some fantastic schools. Okay, so there's obviously several places across Portland and the Portland metro area that are fantastic for families and great schools as well. I'm going to touch on what I believe are the five main areas for you to think about, but there are of course more than one I'm going to talk about. So the top ones are Lake Oswego, which is right here, and Lake Oswego is a very affluent area. This is where the most expensive homes in all of Oregon are actually located, right around the beautiful lake. You have Sherwood down here, fantastic new schools there. You also have Beaverton right around here, and Beaverton is also where Nike's headquarters are, so it's also a great place for jobs. West Lynn, and I've done a video recently on West Lynn. West Lynn High School is right here, and then Sunset, which is the elementary school, which is right here. The Sunset Primary School and the West Lynn High School, those are fantastic, highly rated schools. And West Lynn's not just a great place for great schools, it's good for families because there's quite a lot of things to do. You can see you're on the Willamette River here. So there's a boat dock where you can play on the river and kayak down there or put a boat down there. And then there's a real mix of homes. The Willamette area of West Lynn has the older, more historical homes. And then up here, which is quite a steep hill, those are larger homes, again, great for families, and they have some beautiful views. And then you've also got some good parks here as well. So yeah, there's some great trails. The Wilderness Park Trail is lots of walking trails through there as well. So lots of great things to do for families. And then one other area I'll touch on is right in the Grant Park catchment area. So Northeast Portland, you'll see Grant Park is here, Grant High School is here, and then the Beverly Cleary School is actually a campus here, and also one right there. So anywhere in this Grant High School catchment area, so that would include places like Irvington, Alameda, Beaumont, Wilshire, Laurelhurst. These are all part of that Grant Park catchment area. And this might be an area that you want to think about because this is where you'll find older historical homes, more character, tree-lined streets. So that's a fantastic area if you're more into that kind of community vibe with some great city parks. Okay, so now let's take a look at the best places for golfers. Okay, so we're going to talk about golf courses. There is, of course, many different golf courses in the Portland metro area, but there's a couple of areas that really stand out. Firstly, if you're in this Northeast Portland area where I was talking about, east of the 205, over here, you have Glendevere. And right here, you have two full 18-hole golf courses. So anywhere around here is going to be very appealing for you, especially if you want to be kind of stay in the Portland metro area. And anything east of the 205 is going to be a bit more affordable. Homes here are a little bit less expensive than west of the 205. You might find some single-story homes from like the 1970s. So anywhere around there, that's great. But probably the best area anywhere in the Portland metro area is going to be south of Portland, and it's in Wilsonville, and it's in the Charbonneau neighborhood. And you'll see here Charbonneau Golf Course. And it's not just this golf course, but this area here. I'm just going to go to the satellite view. You'll see there's actually 3 different 9-hole courses in this neighborhood, and then you can see all the houses that are actually built across the neighborhood. So many of these homes are all going to have views of the golf course, and it's a fantastic community. Now, even if you lived in this area and those 3 9-hole golf courses weren't enough for you, let's just go back. There's a couple other great golf courses within the very close area. In Canby, you have the Willamette Valley Country Club, and that one is beautiful and fantastic as well. And then you also have the Langdon Farms Golf Club. This one is one I've played. It's a beautiful course. It's actually nice and wide. I have a terrible slice, so that's also a fantastic course for you as well. Okay, so the next criteria we'll look at is if you're someone who's looking to live in an older, more historic neighborhood. So let's briefly talk about the best neighborhood for historical homes. Okay, so the next section is about historical homes. Now, you'll see that Portland is really divided into 2 sections. You've got the Willamette River that divides Portland into those 2 sections. Anywhere east of the Willamette River, so northeast Portland or southeast Portland, those are going to be your best options for historical homes. Irvington has is a historical neighborhood. It runs from 7th Street, so northeast 7th Street to northeast 26th Street. Beautiful, large, historic homes. Some of them built before the 1900s. Most of them built between roughly 1900 and 1920. So they're all over 100 years old. You've got great big houses there as well, and I mentioned it's in a good place for the Grant Park catchment area. And then Laurelhurst as well, beautiful historic homes, tons of charm, and a variety of homes as well, from craftsman home to Foursquare homes to cottage and bungalows to larger Dutch colonial style homes. There's a variety in there for everybody. Okay, and with these historical neighborhoods, you'll find a lot of parks there as well. So Irvington, you've got Irving Park, you're near to Grant Park. Laurelhurst Park in Laurelhurst is one of my favorite parks across the entire city. So that's kind of the 2 main areas. One more area if you're looking for historical homes but want to be a little bit further south is Eastmoreland, and there is of course another golf course here. These have fantastic, beautiful, large homes that we go on the map. Yeah, look at how beautiful some of these homes are. Historical homes. This is a Dutch colonial, this one here. So you'll see just beautiful historical homes with these tree-lined streets. So now let's talk about where you should live if you want to work for one of the major employers in the area. Okay, so let's take a look at the best jobs. There are a couple of large employers in Portland. The biggest of all is Nike. In fact, let me show you where their headquarters are. Nike's world headquarters is here in Beaverton. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see exactly where it is. So Beaverton's here. It's just south of the 26. I believe around 11,000 people work in this headquarters. So it's one of the largest areas. It's definitely the largest employer in the area. And then you also have several other large employers, including Intel, which is also on the west side. And then Adidas, which is more in the North Portland area. So in terms of jobs, you probably find more on the west side of Portland than the east side. It really depends on what you do. The downtown area, the more densely populated area, is just west of the river. But if you're looking to be close to Nike's world headquarters, then anywhere in the Beaverton area, anywhere right around Bethany, which is right around here, is very popular. And then Northwest Heights, which is here. This is a very popular area, mainly because you've got houses with some fantastic views up here. So again, if I just put our little guy down, you can see this is going to be on the top of a hill looking down. Yeah, just kind of beautiful views. It's kind of a hilly area, and homes in this area in Northwest Heights, Forest Heights, they're quite charming. Most of them built in the 1990s, so you'll likely find homes that are a bit more set up for today's needs, larger bedrooms, walk-in closets, that type of thing. Many of these will have a second living room down in the basement. So this is a fantastically popular area. So that's Northwest Heights. Okay, so if you're someone who prefers the low maintenance lifestyle of condo living over a single family home, let's talk about the 2 or 3 best places in Portland for condos. Okay, so if condo living is your thing, there's going to be a couple of areas, and I will say condos are spread out across the entire city, but there's a couple of areas that really stand out in my mind. One is the Pearl District, which is right around here. This is going to be all high rises, and it's a mix of residential and commercial. And you'll find many that have restaurants on that on the first floor, and then it's residential above that. And then down below this you have the downtown area. So if you're enjoying this video, please do consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. That way you'll always stay up to date on the latest content. So down here on 10th and Order, you have the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. I put out a video about that recently. That is one of the only 5-star residences in the Pacific Northwest. So beautiful condos, or they call them residences, in the Pacific Northwest. They have some fantastic views, and I put some B-roll footage up so you can get an idea on that. But those are very high-end residences if you want the best of the best, and the Ritz-Carlton residences for you. However, an area that I really like is South Waterfront, and that's right down here. Now, you've got several condo buildings situated which face the Willamette River, and you'll have views there from which show Mount Hood and Mount St. Helens, but it's also a very walkable trail along the Willamette River. And let's see if we can just get a quick so here's a beautiful walking trail that goes all the way along the river. If we turn around, you'll see some of the high rises that are here. This is very residential, and there are quite a few shops, restaurants, cafes, just a block or two away. Where are we? One more block this way. Yeah, and there are kind of there's several gyms there. There's lots of dog groomers as well. And you'll see there's kind of places to get food along here as well. So overall, there's quite a lot to do, and this is also an incredibly popular area for people in the medical field, because you'll see just here OHSU is situated right here, and it's a very large campus. And then there's actually the tram terminal, and that goes up the hill to the other OHSU campus as well. So if you're in the medical field, you will likely see many people walking around and living there. You'll see people walking around in their scrubs as well. So a fantastic location if you're in that field. Okay, so now let's talk about the best places to live if you're looking for a luxury home. Okay, so now let's talk about luxury homes. There's several areas for if you're looking for that higher end luxury. I've talked about Irvington, which is historical homes, larger homes. I've talked about Eastmoreland, which is where we saw very large homes. Laurelhurst also has beautiful large homes. But there's also another area I want to show you, which is Mount Tabor, which is right here, a very big park. You've got a few homes along here on Southwest 71st, which are going to have some spectacular views. This right here is Mount Hood. So beautiful views up here. So you'll see some houses, and they're a mix. Some of them are a little bit older and dated, but they have some beautiful views along here. And then you'll find a lot of very beautiful homes in the southwest hills. So this is kind of the downtown Portland area. Southwest of that, you'll also find homes which are larger, more luxurious, and have some views. And if I just change the layer to the satellite image, it's easier to see kind of the larger homes out here. You'll see, yeah, there's one here that has a pool, but overall this entire area, and this is quite hilly. These will have some great views. I'm just going to put the little guy down and see if we can see anything. Maybe not quite so much here, but this whole area you'll find larger homes. The really luxurious homes is you'll find some newer luxurious homes down in Sherwood, which again, as I mentioned, is right down here. They have the Street of Dreams is in Sherwood, so you'll find many of the houses, the cutting edge with the latest technology is going to be in Sherwood with views over vineyards. So that's also a key area for you to think about. Now, if you want a brand new home, and to be honest, in the center of Portland, you're going to have a hard time finding something. However, out in the suburbs, there are some fantastic options. Okay, so new homes, again, there's several areas. Most of them are outside of the central part of Portland. An area I've talked about many times on my channel in the past is Bethany, and I talk about it because I recommend it to anybody who's out of state and looking to move here, and even people in Portland. But it's got great schools, brand new homes, higher quality homes, but it's west of Portland and it's right around here. So this is the central part of Bethany, and then North Bethany is where you'll find new construction. So Hosford's Farms, that's a Toll Brothers development, and then just east of Kaiser Road is Ridgeline at Bethany. So 2 videos I've put out recently on my channel do some tours. I toured these 2 different developments. The Toll Brothers are a real luxurious product line, more expensive. Ridgeline by Taylor Morrison is, I think Taylor Morrison are one of the highest rated new developers, so people are most satisfied with them. So these 2 developers, whichever one you pick, you're going to have great selection. So that's one area. You also have plenty of new development. Now, if you want new development at a more affordable price point, then I talk about Dallas, Oregon quite a lot on my channel, and it's way down here, so it's just west of Salem. Lots of new construction by Fowler Homes right in this area here, and we're talking about homes that are brand new and cost $330,000 to around $450,000. So brand new homes for well under $400,000. A fantastic option. Obviously, if you're in the Portland metro area, a little bit north, then you're going to be looking at $700,000 and more, comfortably up to $1 million. So those are the breadth in terms of higher end and more entry level price points for new construction. So if you're over the age of 55 and want to move to a retirement community, this next section is for you. Okay, so if you're looking to retire and you want some great options, let's go back to Bethany, because Bethany has a 55 plus community, and you can see it right here. So again, Bethany is over here. This is a 9-hole golf course. In fact, let's put the satellite view back on. This is a 9-hole golf course, and all of these homes are part of the 55 plus community, and this is the Claremont neighborhood. So it's a 55 plus Claremont neighborhood. Many of these will have some beautiful views overall. So that's one area. Another area I highly recommend, and it's a bit more affordable because Bethany can be a little bit on the more expensive side, is down here. You see Tigard, and then it's King City and Summerfield, which is right here. So King City is here. So just down the 99, King City. Again, on a public golf course, and houses here will be a little bit more affordable than that Bethany area. A lot of single story homes. And then right the other side of 99 West is Summerfield. Again, the golf course is here, And here you've got a lot more facilities. You've got the kind of the tennis pickleball courts. There's a lot of social activities. There's a lot of kind of community outings and community tours. There's the social club. So if you're someone who's 55 plus and wants to move into one of these retirement communities, those are going to be the three best options in my opinion. So King City, Summerfield, and then the Claremont neighborhood in Bethany. Now, if you're someone who's looking to step away from the hustle and bustle of a busy city life and would prefer a small town vibe, this next section is for you. Okay, so maybe the city life is not for you and you want that smaller, laid back lifestyle, so a smaller kind of charming town. I personally love Canby. So Canby is right down here. So south of Portland. And if you remember, I talked about Wilsonville, so not too far from Wilsonville, is Canby. Canby has a mix of houses. South of the 99 Pacific Highway, there's a mix of newer homes. North of that, you'll find slightly older homes. By older, I mean anywhere from the 20s through to the 70s. It's a real mix. But a lot of single-story homes. But what makes Canby really famous is the Swan Island Dahlias. Beautiful area. It's very, very popular. Canby has a charming little downtown area. And then, as I mentioned earlier, if you're a golfer, it's also great for the country club, and you're right on the river. So Canby is my number one pick. If you want to be within about 30 minutes of Portland, and have the facilities of Portland, but want that small town vibe. Now, last and not least, if you're looking for something completely different and looking for a perfect location for a beach house, I have two very highly recommendations for you. Okay, so finally, let's talk about something a little bit different, and that's the best place to live if you want to be on the ocean. So we obviously have to go west here, and there's two places that I'm going to talk about, and they're close together. You have Cannon Beach and Manzanita. Cannon Beach is incredibly famous. You've got Haystack Rock, which you've probably seen some movies in the past, and it's one of the most famous, picturesque, areas on the coast. Cannon Beach is an affluent beach town. You'll find great restaurants, good hotels. There's also good places to buy a home and be directly on the river. Directly on the ocean. There's let me put the little guy down so you can see what I'm talking about. This is where you're going to have these homes, and behind us you'll have beautiful views of the beach, and the beach is about 7 miles long, incredibly walkable, and then that's Haystack Rock. So Cannon Beach is an affluent beach town. You'll find good cafes, restaurants. You'll also find art galleries, so it's more going to appeal to that type of person who's into that higher end, affluent neighborhood. So if money's no object, Cannon Beach is going to be the top choice for most people. It can be quite touristy, and that's why I also want to talk about Manzanita, which is just a little bit further south, down here. Manzanita is smaller. It's less touristy. Doesn't have the big hotels. It has a few motels, but most people who go there will likely stay in Airbnbs. So you're likely to find homes and it'll be a little bit quieter, laid back, but very cute and very charming overall. So you'll have houses along here, and it's quite hilly as well. So this top end, this north end by near Kearney Mountain, is going to have some fantastic views. In fact, we can't put a little guy down there, but you'll see this is kind of the style of homes you might find. I can't put, there's no Google pictures up there, unfortunately. And then Laneda Avenue goes right through the heart of it, and this is where you'll find a few stores. The winery here is beautiful as well. And then kind of at the end, you've got some great beach access. So if you want to buy a house on the coast, those are going to be, in my opinion, the two best options. Cannon Beach and Manzanita. If you want something a little bit more affordable, Rockaway Beach is there as well. It's a little bit more affordable than Manzanita and Cannon Beach. Those Manzanita and Cannon Beach are more affluent areas overall, but the further south you go, you may find prices drop. So Pacific City, Lincoln City, those are a little bit more affordable areas. Not quite so pristine, but overall beautiful with views of the ocean. So was I able to address your perfect location for your dream home? Either way, post a comment down below and I'll be able to point you in the right direction. Alternatively, feel free to contact me if you're ready to step up your search. All of my contact details are down below. Now I have a playlist that goes deeper into many of these recommendations in more detail, so I recommend you watch this playlist next. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.